probably, this is when it starts going wrong. As soon as you start recording, all right, if anyone is listening, this is Ginger Podcast, right? You're back again, wicked. All right, but we're just talking. We're just when it does fuck up, it's when it starts recording. It says start.
You got like pixelated as fuck.
Yeah, it was really good quality in it, and then it just goes shit.
Am I pixelated?
No, you were a little bit, and now you're better. It just says starting to record. Starting recording. I bet it is recording, and I'm fucking this all up all the way. Anyway,
Baldy is recording the call.
All right, we're recording it. It's weird. We're doing it. Fucking hell. All right, welcome to the Ginger Podcast. Here's my guest, Josh. How are we doing? Do you want to be called Josh or Joshua? Because I'm a Joshua.
Joshua, please.
Is it always Joshua?
It's Joshua, yeah.
Is it? I see. For me, if it was Joshua, it was I'm in mega trouble.
Nah, because every cunt is called Josh. So I'm Joshua.
See, people, because of that, I totally agree. If you call Josh, everyone's called Josh. And the thing is, everyone called me by my last name. It's Gould, and they called me Gouldy. Hence why the name Baldy Gouldy comes from. I used to have, when my hair's not long, I have either a 0 or a 0.5 on the sides of my head. I have a friend, right? I say a friend, someone who went to school with who had Asperger's. Used to call me Baldy Gouldy, so everyone called me Baldy Gouldy, and it stuck. So I went with it, and now no one calls me Baldy Gouldy because I have different friends. Because I'm just
now it's Ginger Josh,
and now it's Ginger Josh, yeah. Because I'm ginger, and people like to take the piss out of ginger, so I like to just say I'm a Ginger Josh. Get on with it.
You got a sick beard though, so it could be worse parts of being ginger. You could not have a beard.
Couldn't have a beard. I could be. I don't know where I'm going with that. I don't know. Probably. I would say bald, but there's plenty of bald bodybuilders, so I best not piss anyone off. And I might go bald one day, so there you go. A lot of my mates are bald. I'm fucked. Anyway, introduce yourself, buddy. What's going on? I'm happy to have you on, buddy. Let people know about yourself.
Well, my name is Joshua Kinsey-Clough. I am 24 years of age. I live in Bridgend, South Wales. I like to dance around in sparkly pants on stage in my spare time. And I'm all right at it. I'm pretty good. I'm not too shabby. I enjoy it a lot.
All right, just let people know you recorded. I swear you've cleaned up this year quite a bit.
So this year was the first show was the Body Power Welsh, which I won my class in the overall. Then NABBA England class 3 won the class and the overall. PCA British Finals, class 3, won my class. Didn't win the overall because Andy Scott turned up and he's epic.
He's epic.
Amazing. And now in 2 days' time, I have the universe.
Jesus, what did you say? You were kind of good at it.
Yeah.
Decent. And then, I mean, how long have you been competing for?
4 years now.
4 years. Jesus Christ, it's about as long as I've been training. You said I picked up the dumbbell and you were already competing. What's your first couple of shows like? Let's go through that because I like this. I like when people.
I've been competing for a while. I've been with my coach now for 4 years. I've been with him since I started competing. So I met James in 2015. At the end of 2015, and we started prepping for my first show in April 2016. I was natty.
Yeah.
Natty son. We did the UKBFF Welsh, which I won. Which I was shocked at. And then I got top 6 in the British in Nottingham out of 26. 3 weeks after that. And then after that, I had a little off season. Fucked my off season up. I just became a fat cunt.
Yeah.
But we made a little bit of progress. But I did 2 shows then in 2017. I did the JP Classic, where I placed second in the juniors to Brad Willis.
Oh, yeah.
And I did the Midlands in Classic 2 weeks later. After the juniors, I thought, these cunts are big. Classic is more suited to me, in my opinion. So I decided to go into Classic. And we did the Midlands, and I got 3rd place behind Martin, who is epic, and Rob Holloway, who was a very good bodybuilder also. And then that qualified me for the British Finals the end of 2018. So I had time then to do bits. So I had a productive off-season. Did 2018 Body Power Welsh. Did that. Won the juniors, won classic, and then won the overall.
Clean it up.
From there, went on to the British, and that was like, my second time in classic in the PCA, and I won the British.
Yeah.
Then went on to the Worlds and got third in the Worlds.
Did you do the Worlds last year?
Yeah, I got third in the PCA Worlds. Apparently there was like 1 point between all three of us.
How did you find because it was a week from each other, weren't they, or 2 weeks?
It was 2 weeks from the British to the Worlds.
British to the Worlds, Jesus. And then the Worlds this time, if you could qualify for the PCA Worlds for next year, right?
Yeah, next year in May, I believe.
May. Are you going to do it, or you're not telling anyone?
Well, we have a plan, which I will go over very briefly, very shortly. But after Worlds, I actually did NABBA UK as well last year.
Fucking you think he doesn't give a fuck?
Because I had some feedback after the Worlds, and they said, right, you're borderline class 3. And I was like, what? I'm like fucking 81 kilos. Like, I'm fucking tiny. You crazy or what? So I had a little debate with them, and I thought, fuck it. If I'm borderline class 3, let's get full as a house and go into NABBA UK. So I did my class 3 debut last year, NABBA UK, and I won. And I lost out on the overall by this much because we were very full, but there was a lack of detail.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my class 3 debut last year. And then this year, we were like, fuck it, it's class 3 because PCA don't want me in classic.
Fuck, I was wondering why you went to class 3.
And I can't make NABBA classic weight either. I'd have to lose like 6 kilos.
Oh, you're just too swole. that's not what you want. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we had a plan. This year I wasn't going to compete.
Really?
I actually planned on not competing. We started prepping, and then I was focused on like my business and my relationship and all that. And I wanted a bit of time off to focus on everything else outside of bodybuilding. But then we started getting leaner and leaner. And about 6 weeks out from the NABBA England, we decided to compete. And then all of a sudden, I just started getting better and better as we were getting closer to the shows.
Got a taste for it. You're
like the body power, we went in at the body power at like 60%. I looked like shit this year, the body power. The body power Welsh, I looked like I was a fat kid.
Very honest. Yeah.
I looked terrible. I shouldn't have won the overall at that show.
Really?
I thought the guy in physique should have won, but you know, it is what it is.
Do you know why you won? Did you ask, or did you just didn't want to ask questions and you get taken the trophy?
Yeah, because you know, presence and you know the caliber of athlete, like the presentation, shape, symmetry, it's all there. I just wasn't as conditioned as I know I should have been.
Yeah.
They made me look horrific in my eyes, and in my coach's eyes, and in my brother's eyes, because they're both honest people and they give me honest feedback, you know? So then a week later, we did the Inga, and then it was literally a completely different package. So yeah.
I remember you winning the Welsh, but I think it's because the British has just gone by. That vision of you in my head against what all I'm thinking right now is the photo of you and Andy Scott together in the overall. You know the Andy Scott pose, I call it. Do you know the one? The most muscular side? No, the most muscular side chest one. That one, yeah, right. I messaged him about that. I was like, where classic meets monster. And I was like, the Andy Scott pose, he said, I'm going to get that copyrighted. I thought, for fuck's sake.
Like,
giving it to him. But yeah, that's all I'm thinking of. But I can't think. I think I remember you were like watery. Am I correct?
We loaded super heavy the night before to experiment. We were like, fuck it, let's try something.
Yeah.
So we loaded me super heavy. In the night, I had like a burger and chips. I had like 10 cookies, half a tub of ice cream. Like I had shitloads of food.
Wow.
And I was bursting full. I was like fucking. I walked out the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? But then,
at the door.
As soon as I started posing on stage, all the water just went underneath my skin, man. I was just like, I looked like shit.
Oh.
If someone decent had rocked up, like, in my class, they would have blown me out of the water.
But yeah, that's good. But the thing is, you've like, even if that did happen, you'd still would have come because you would have just, progressively got better. Like for the
we always peak. We always aim to peak of the universe. Like for the British, I was like 85%.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people would try and come in 100% for a British.
Yeah, man.
But I knew, and James knew that if we did, it'd be a struggle to keep that for the uni,
Yeah, you may have burnt yourself out a little bit. Yeah, and
definitely.
Yeah, and then you. That's what I don't want. I remember me doing the British, and Jordan just literally messaged me saying like, at the bottom of the plan, just said like, this is your last show this season, and he's like, after show day, go on a cruise dose, and it was like, then enjoy yourself for a week, pretty much. And it was like that, where I ate fucking anything and everything for about 2 days, and then fucking.
I remember watching your was it 15,000 calories?
Oh mate, it was so bad. While doing it, it was brilliant. Right, but like, if anyone's just rebounding off their now or is doing the universals, I don't know. It's probably a little bit late for it, so most people have already gone balls deep and fucked themselves up. I remember speaking to a body power about it as well, and it just like I ate so much and I got so swollen, and it was fun, and I had like fucking a tortoise shell of a fucking stomach because I had abs of just pushing out, and I stunk, but just the water retention after it was just horrendous. And just someone who like monitors their blood pressure and monitors like health, that was like scary because your blood pressure goes up fucking high when you're holding that amount of water. And you don't realize that when you watch these videos and stuff. And that's why a lot of people are asking me to do another one. And that's why I didn't want to do them, because I didn't want to become a person that portrays like that sort of behavior a lot, because that's not healthy. And I didn't like that. That's probably one of my most watched views, and I got like 1,000 views within the first couple of days, which my YouTube channel is fucking just is minuscule, but it's literally like that was a lot, and I was like, oh my god. But then I was just thinking like, this isn't worth it. Like I should be documenting the aftermath, and saying like, look at blood pressure, look at this. But I didn't do it because I had to work a lot around at that time. But yeah, it was. That's not something cool. But so definitely next time I won't be wanting to do that ever again.
Man, it's so dangerous though. Like people don't realize. Do you know what I did last year after the British? I put away about 29,000 calories on the Monday.
That's
so, honest to God, I shit you not. Or 29,000 calories on the Monday. But on the Tuesday, I was back 0 carb, 2 hours of cardio, like smashing it. But I felt like shit.
So awful.
I felt dreadful. And then after the World, I had a big meal. And then what we did, because we were planning on coming in super full for the UK, a massive meal, and we went straight on to 800 grams of carbs the day after. Just keep that full. And we tapered down to just slowly get rid of the water.
Yeah.
And I was just full as fuck, still a bit watery, not as detailed as I should have been. Probably like 4 pound, 5 pound heavier than I should have been. But I was like a stone heavier than the British.
Really?
And then after the UK, I did one more day of just eating loads, whatever the fuck I wanted for a day, and I was straight back on plan.
Yeah. So I was just making sure it's recorded. It is. So I keep freaking out. I just freaked out for a bit. I think your prep brain's getting into my brain somehow, making me freak out.
I'm remaining calm and composed over here.
No.
I feel like death. But
No, you take it real well. Like about that. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying you finished. Sorry, that's me just being a dickhead. Just completely.
After shows, I take one day to enjoy myself, and then I get back onto a structure.
I think for me, it's experience. Like, I think I read Harry Harris said he said something on our post. I think it was this year, and he said when he was a junior or something, like when your first show, you're gonna do it. And then you realise it's not good, or I guess some people may get away with it. I don't know. Can't speak for everyone, can we?
Some people can. I mean, one of my clients, he wasn't like peeled as. I think it depends on how conditioned you are as well. That's a big factor. Like the more conditioned you are, the worse the rebound will be. Your body's a lot more sensitive, man. If you're peeled like your glutes are in and you're fucking shredded, and you start to eat a ton of shit for days on end, you're gonna feel the pain.
You're gonna feel the pain, yeah. Bring on the pain.
Literally, man. Like one of my clients, we did a 5-week prep for a show, and he got second, and he looked fucking good.
Wow, 5 weeks.
It was like a last minute thing. He was like, "Oh, I want to do this show," and I was like, "Fuck it, let's go."
Let's go, yeah.
So he was pretty in reasonable condition, but then he had a full week off, and he put on like 4 pounds. 4 pounds. But he's just a freak. Like I could get him in condition for a show in 5 weeks.
Okay, all right.
You know, so it depends on the person. It depends. There's a lot of different, but you have to. I think you have to be sensible in the sense that if you're one of these people that's hypersensitive to rebounding, fucking be mindful because it's dangerous.
Also, you can develop like a bad relationship with food like that as well, can't you?
Really, man. And then another thing to take into account is diuretics and things like that. Like I never use diuretics, so the water rebound is never really there.
Yeah. What do you do? Just a dandelion root and vitamin C?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's a real G.
I wake up every morning dry as fuck. For example, my carbs today are around 400. Tomorrow we'll scale back to like 150. By Saturday morning, I'm going to be dry as a bone.
Fucking hell.
Honestly, I don't have to use any diuretics.
You never had to use like even a dandelion, like a natural sort of way?
Nah,
Never?
You've done the vitamin C load in. Doesn't make any difference at all.
No, so it's just wasting money on vitamin C.
I drink on average 8 to 10 liters a day of water.
Do you not manipulate your water at all, water load or anything?
Don't water load, don't manipulate sodium, nothing at all.
Really?
So honestly.
That's crazy. Talking about water, right? I drink a lot of fluid. And someone asked me the other day, was like, "Oh, how much fluid do you drink?" And to be honest, I'm like, there is an equation out there, but just as long as I just drink as long as my piss is clear. Yeah. And that's literally the way I do it because I'm like,
I drink when I'm thirsty.
Yeah, it's the same. And I'll drink when I feel like when I need a drink, I'll drink. Also, I'll just like monitor what my piss looks like. And if it's not clear, then I drink some more water. Like if I'm training in the morning, I'll drink. Have I got clear piss yet? No, it's not clear enough. Okay, I'll wait for a little bit. I'll have a few more gulps. Do you know what I mean? I'll drink a few more of these. But then, because people are asking me, you drink a lot of fluid. You're always drinking. Like people when I go to work, they're like, you always drink a lot, and I'm like, do I? Or do I drink enough and you don't? Like, what's going on here?
The thing. It's like, well, people have to. Normal people don't understand how important water is. Your body's like 72% water. Drink, motherfucker.
Yeah, drink up.
Just fucking drink water, man.
We hold something like 42 litres.
If you don't like straight water, just get some fucking flavoured shit. And if you don't like the flavoured shit, buy some sugar-free squash.
Yeah, squash.
It's not going to kill you, but it'll help you drink, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing is, keep a bottle on you at all times.
Yes.
If you don't, then you won't drink.
Listen up, guys. If you're listening to this, get your fucking water.com.
Hey, water. Hey, I'm winning all my shows, and I drink a lot of water.
You must be doing something right, yeah. So let's ask you a few questions. So, what do you do for? Are you full-time bodybuilder now at the minute, or are you? Oh my god! So Jordan just messaged me. Let me close that so I'm not opening it. Are you full-time bodybuilding? Do you PT coach, or what do you do for income?
PT coach, posing.
So you are the business.
I am the business.
You are the business. Where do you PT? Is it like a local gym or?
Out my local gym, yeah.
Yeah. How do you find the balance of PT and bodybuilding?
It gets difficult the deeper you get into prep.
Yeah.
Because the only reason is the service you can provide to people when you're genuinely fucked diminishes massively. So like someone messaged me, "Oh, are you free for a session?" I'm like, "I'm worth fuck all to you right now, so no."
Really?
Yeah, if I'm super fucked, I can't have someone paying me for my time.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
gonna be on my A game, man. I can't be stealing people's money.
Bang on. I agree with you. I mean, I don't do any personal training anymore. I do strength and conditioning classes. So I have like a group classes where we do deadlift, cleans, and squats and stuff, and we do like bench press, just basically building motor units for old people. And then you do like HIIT classes and stuff. And I am bang on with that. Like, you need to be. This is why I always ask people, because I was doing exercise classes, and I found it like quite, when I was doing prep, not that bad, as bad as like, because I make most of the people get all there because it's in a group. But when I personally trained, it's always like, you're loading up the bar, you're doing this, you're basically doing everything for this person. It's like you're grabbing the kettlebell, you're grabbing the whatever you're doing, whoever it is, you're doing it. And I always think, fucking hell, imagine like being like 2 weeks out, just flagging. I see people doing it. They train where I train. I see the PTs now. The Bedford show just went by, and they were literally like all. Saw some of them like, putting bars on them.
That's it, man. But I mean, I suppose I PT very few people.
Okay, all right.
I PT a handful of people, and I only PT people who want to train seriously. I'm not there to just chat with someone for an hour and watch them pussyfoot around a bunch of fucking weights.
Yeah.
If someone wants to train, I'll train them. If they don't, they can fuck off. I don't need that. It's a waste of my time.
Yeah. Are you at a stage of your coaching now where your coaching is probably your main source of income? Or like your job? Online,
of income, yeah.
So did it get to a stage where you doing more PT than started with online coaching, like probably 9 times out of 10 people do, including myself? And then you gradually got more and more and more, or was online coaching always the main one?
Online coaching was always the main one. I think let's say online / in person, because I do have some local clients as well. You know? But I do too. The coaching has grown to a point where I live happily and comfortably now.
Yeah.
Oh, and it seems to be growing after every show as well. You know, every show you do, you get more inquiries and so on. And at the moment, like until after the Universe out, I'm not taking any more people on.
Yeah.
Once the Universe is done, I've got a holiday to go on, and that's out the way. Then I'll start taking a few more people on.
Yeah.
But I've had to limit it a little bit just because, you know, getting people started up and things when you feel like shit doing 2.5 hours cardio a day in the gym for an hour and a half, then you're cooking and this. It's like, I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
It's at a place where it's gone really well, man. I mean, everyone who I've had, I deal with both your lifestyle clients and competitive.
Yeah, of course.
Hand in hand. And I mean, I haven't had anyone placed outside of the top 4 this year of everyone who's competed.
It's wicked.
And the 2 top 4s were both British finals. So
fucking get in there.
Like in all the qualifiers that my clients have done, they've all got top 3 or the top 3, like first, second, or third. So it's been a really successful year in that sense, and it's something I'm really glad I started doing because it's so rewarding, not just financially. Like, to be completely honest with you, and this is no bullshit, the financial side of things, if money wasn't an issue, I'd fucking do this shit for free, man. Because see people go from A to Z, literally changing their entire fucking life, how they live, how they feel, and just becoming the best version of themselves is so rewarding that I think every show that I've been fortunate enough to go to, one of my clients, I've ended up like crying because I get so like emotional. I'm like, fucking hell, this is epic shit. You know, someone who was a fat lazy cunt in January is now winning a bodybuilding show in September.
That's awesome.
Like, that's epic shit to be a part of. Do you know what I mean?
I think I 100% agree. Coming from like a strength and conditioning background where it would be like, so we'd have like the uni team and we'd get them, and then you'd see like them improve. So they were like losing, if it's the rugby team, losing, and then you see them all sort of improving, and like, oh, fucking hell, that person's got quicker, or that person's got faster, and it does stem. And like, I mean, you see, and especially when like you've got clients and like someone's like, oh, I want to improve my physique, okay, wicked, and then you start seeing them like, okay, they were like just all over the place and everything, and you just think, oh, that's a disaster, and you don't say that. It's horrible. You think, and then you see them slowly growing, and like, and you're like, oh my god, like, this guy's put some size on, and he's kept tight. That's fucking awesome. And then he's like, yeah, I reached 100 kilos today. And I'm not 100 kilos yet. So I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, what are my clients doing better than me? Like, this is annoying. And I'm like, oh, this is wicked. And, you know, while keeping a nice visual look and not getting fat and ridiculous, it's really nice. And I totally agree with you that it is a passion thing, especially like for me. Do you feel like you get when you see results coming, you get kind of childish? You're like, like that. You sort of like, and your missus will be like, wait, what's going on? You're like,
I'll let you be like,
I'll
be there and I'll be like, oh my god, look at that photo you just sent me.
Yeah.
Look how fucking good he looks. It's like, calm down.
I have a good client in the he's been with me for a while, and he's a power lifter, and anyway he's been in the army, and seeing his lifts go up is fucking awesome. You see him, he's like, yeah, my bench is 140. Okay, all right, here's some training. We'll do this, blah blah blah. And for him, he's a pain in the ass because he's a bit like a team sports person. Yeah. So like you sort of a similar approach where he like, oh yeah, he'll have. Oh yeah, wicked! I've got exercise tomorrow. Oh cool. Well, what's going to happen to your lower body session? Oh fuck! This is really hard. All right, message me. How do you feel? All right, we could probably get away with it 24 hours. Dom's saying, do it. Can you get fit in your session tonight? Wicked. All right. Are you going to get enough rest? What's happening tomorrow? It's all this massive game with him, and that is fucking that's crazy. But for him, seeing his lifts go up and like his squats and his deadlifts going from a 200. See, I think he went from a 200 to 2. We got the 245 deadlift. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And he's climbing. I'm like, Jesus, this guy's
that's a big improvement, man.
I mean, strength-wise, very, very strong. And like seeing, and I love that. Like you say, you just see these improvements week by week. And you're like, can you send me a video? Because I don't believe you.
And I think what it is as well, man, is when you've been there yourself,
yeah,
you know how rewarding it is.
Yes.
And how good it feels. And you just want everyone to feel that. Because you know, if someone come up to me and went, "Oh, I wish I looked like you," I'm like, "You fucking can, you lazy cunt."
Yeah.
just you can. Yeah. Anyone can. I'm not fucking special. I just work harder than you because you're a lazy fat cunt. Yeah. Simple. There's no two ways about it. I don't give a fuck who you are, what problems you've got. Anyone can find time. Anyone can find half hour a day. With half hour a day, you can change your fucking life.
Even that, you can just someone changes from their diet about like when they're sitting there. I wish I could find a time. Like I actually heard someone say it to me the other day. Oh, I just wish I could find a time. I'm like, what do you mean you could wish you find a time? There's 24 hours in a day.
Literally.
I was like, sleep less. And he looked at me and he went, I'm like, what do you do? Like you're sitting here now. Like why aren't you doing something?
Sleep faster.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what Arnold said, and I remember listening to that like years ago, and just that just sunk in my mind about like doing everything.
I just don't get it. I was thinking yesterday, funny enough, I was in Asda, and I was walking around Asda. I was thinking to myself, "Fuck me! Underneath these clothes, I look fucking silly. Like no one knows what's under these fucking baggy clothes." But I was thinking to myself, I was like, "There's so many fat people and out of shape and just." You know, like this is nothing against, but I just think to myself, right? All I think to myself is, your lives would be so much better if you actually respected your body. To just be in shape, to just be healthy. You don't have to be a fucking bodybuilder. If someone comes to me and says, I just want to be happy with myself, I wouldn't try and make him fucking peeled with abs and shredded glue.
Get on stage.
Misery, huh? Misery.
Yeah.
No, but just take the effort. You put a bit of effort into yourself. And you'll get it back tenfold.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. We all have this exceptional ability to literally be whoever the fuck we want. And people make excuses as to why they can't. Whereas they're the problem. The problem is you.
I think you're going in so hard, but it's so true. This is a massive reality check. It's like when people say, I can't fit my meals in. You're like, what do you mean you can't fit your meals in? Like, I can't do 12-hour shifts. I'm like, well, you get 2 breaks, don't you? Like I get out an hour. Can't you split your hour break to 2 half-an hours? And like the worst thing is I don't.
You don't have to eat 6 times a day.
Yeah. The thing is I don't get right. This is my opinion, and as someone who's a manager of where I work, this is how my approach. It's right. You're entitled to a break. However, you could split that up, and I'd rather you be hydrated and feeling full. So feeling like you're not starving throughout the day. So I'd rather you eat little and often
Yeah.
And stay hydrated all day than slugging away, done 6 hours straight, going, because you fucking haven't eaten since 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's what I don't get. Like, I've no, if you've been there, but you worked in retail where it's like really, really like, you know, your break is regimented, and it's like, oh, no, now he's a break, and I don't get that because it's like, how do you expect people to work efficiently without fucking the right fuel?
It's so fucked
It's
up.
ridiculous.
It's so fucked up. When I was in car sales prior to this, to doing coaching.
I was going to ask you that question after.
I was in car sales, and the one thing that I made sure is when I started in car sales, I said to my boss, I need to eat every X amount of hours.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a break. I want to have a break. Just let me eat. Let me drink when I want to drink. Let me eat when I want to eat. Even if I'm with a client, I will, and I need to eat, I will say to them, do you mind if I eat my meal? If they say, yes, I do mind if you eat your meal, I'll say, fine, I'll wait half an hour. But if they don't mind, it's not disrupting our conversation, our business. And he was fine with that. And he got the most out of me that way. Had he said to me, no, you get one break, you eat once, I'd be like, fuck you.
You would have fucked that job off.
Get up your ass. I'll go fucking somewhere else.
Within 2 months, you've packed your bags and gone to do the job, and they're right there.
Man, you'd be lucky to get 2 months out of me, mate. Within
a couple of weeks.
I am my priority in my life.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is something that I spoke to with one of my clients yesterday as well. He was telling me he was getting very overwhelmed with how much work he had to do. He had too much work to do in the time he was given.
Was this as in? Do you mean work as in work life, or just like
work in his work?
Yeah.
Manager or fucking boss, whatever, had given him a shit ton of work to do in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
And he was like, my head's going. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna cope today. Like, I've got too much to do. How would you expect? I was like, do what you can, and what you can't do, you do tomorrow. Oh, but I got. Oh no! So you're gonna stress now because you have to rush like fuck to do all this shit. Wouldn't your manager much rather you be efficient at what you're doing and do everything bang on and get as much done as possible, even if it isn't all of it, than rush everything you're doing and put yourself and them in a stress situation?
It's bang on. Do you think do you reckon we think like that? It's because like that's being an athlete. That's how you think.
I think like that because I give more fucks about myself than the person I work for.
I mean, as in like being organised, basically. But like what you just said is someone who's organised. Like you know, what I mean, you need to make your meals. You need to do this. You need to do that. Even if you know you're going to be away for a couple of hours, I need to make sure I've got meals with me. I need to make sure I've got my fluid. Like, do you reckon that stems from just because that's the type of athlete you are?
I think it stems from giving a fuck about yourself, genuinely. Because people who care more about their job than themselves will go above and beyond and then sacrifice their health, sacrifice their mental health to do more for someone else. I am not that person. If someone expects me to sacrifice my eating regime, my health, my stress levels, etc., for a job, fuck that, mate. I can go work anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I got a fucking job sweeping the fucking street. It's still gonna pay my bills.
Yeah.
And it's getting a lot less stressful than having some cunt telling me, do this, do that.
I'm 110% with you on that one. 110%.
It's giving more fucks about yourself than about the company that's paying your bills. Because we all worry about getting our bills paid and shit. It's financial stress is probably one of the biggest things in the entire fucking world for most people. But if you let that govern your life's going to be shit even when you're getting paid.
You don't have a life.
What's the point? I'd rather be dead.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. Fuck that. I'm bang on with that. Can I ask you, like, it's fair enough. Well summed up with that. Fucking hit the nail on the head. But can I ask you, when did you go from so I guess you were doing online coaching while being in car sales, right?
I had one client.
One client. But like, when did you make the jump of I don't need this job anymore, I'm going to just do online coaching?
I'll tell you exactly what happened. August 2018, I was sponsored by Dorian Yates Nutrition at the time.
Oh,
and they offered me a job as a national sales manager. So I left my car sales job for this job. The job never happened.
Oh, okay.
So I left my job to go to no job, a job they promised me that didn't exist. So I lived off my savings for 10 weeks going into the British, UK world.
Fuck.
So after that, panicking, I started working in Lidl warehouse.
Okay.
And the day I started working there, I thought, this is not me. And one of the I used to rock up late all the time, so I didn't give a fuck. One of the managers said to me, "You're late," and I said, "I'm fully aware of that." It's like 1:30. I start at 1. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. And then he said something to me, and I said, "Whoa." I said, "Look, you can talk to these people however you want." I said, "I ain't like these people. I'm very different to these people." I said, "I could do your job better than you." I said, "But unfortunately, I've had to jump into this situation because I've come from a different situation." And then after about 3 or 4 weeks, I said it was 5 or 6 weeks. I said, "Fuck this shit. I'm starting my own business."
Yes.
And I didn't quit. They laid me off because I was always late.
Really?
Yeah, which was awesome because I was gonna quit that day. And I walked in. I was like, "No, I'll finish my shift and I'll quit." And I walked in, grabbed this like little fucking lorry thing that I had to drive around the warehouse. Jumped on it, and he comes up to me and goes, "Oh, Josh, by the way, it's coming to the Christmas period now. We don't really need you anymore." And I was like, "Yes!"
Yes!
I rang my missus. I was like, "Babe, come and pick me up. We're gonna go for some food." And
yes!
you know what, mate? I didn't even worry because I'm a firm believer that we are in full charge of what the fuck we do with our lives and where we end up. So I had no issue with starting my own business. I had no fear of it not working because I'm fucking good at what I do, and I know that I know that I'm good at what I do, and that I knew it was gonna work. I just knew it, you know. And the reality is, if it didn't, I'd fucking do something else.
It's such a good approach. It's such a good approach to life. You don't worry, do you, at all?
Fuck no, mate. Life is way too short.
You're fucking so good. You have no anxiety about anything. I love it. I love this fucking this positivity going off. It's wicked.
You know what? It's like I just think to myself, tomorrow I could fucking die. Genuinely, like I could.
Yeah.
So what is the point in worrying about X, Y, and Z? What is the point in worrying how I'm gonna pay my bills in a month? Let me just focus on today. Today I will make sure that by tomorrow I've got enough money to live. And then tomorrow I'll make sure that by tomorrow I've got enough, the day after I've got enough money to live. And so on and so forth. You know? And the thing is, if you have that mentality and you worry less about shit, you have more energy to put into making shit fucking happen.
Boom. I love that shit. You're getting me fucking hyped, and I've trained today already. I'm fucking buzzing right now.
Honestly, I could talk about this all fucking day. Like when I get this is one of the reasons I am my clients like me, all right? Because I get fucking so I've such a passion for shit that anything I have a passion about, I can't stop just like, oh my god, I need to talk about it, man.
Yes.
I amp myself up and it gets everyone else amped up.
It's fucking weird. And you're a couple of days out of your show. Who would know? Who would fucking know if you're a couple of days out?
Mate,
have you been taking Stimmy Max before this? You hyped yourself up?
I actually said to myself today, I'm not going to take any Stimmy Max. Because I'm not allowed to do any cardio today. I'm not allowed to train today. I'm not allowed to do fuck all. So there's no Stimmy Max. And I've had, I just finished a decaf coffee.
A decaf, no caffeine, no nothing.
Nada.
Just on a hype. That's wicked. I took some Stimmy Max today. Changing the subject, I took some Stimmy Max. Fuck, that's just wrong as fuck.
Man, I've been double scooping this whole week.
Yeah, but you're a Brett, man. I took a half a scoop and I was in the car and I was like,
yeah, honestly, like, but this is the thing, like, after this phone call, I'll probably be like,
I'll taking anything out of you.
Legit, man. But it's all good.
How did you so you get so how did your thing with Strom end up turning up? How did that happen? Because that's a wicked show.
Fucking, oh man, I love them to pieces. They're amazing. their supplements, the team, the owner, the everything, man. It's just amazing.
How did that come about?
Well, I met. It came about simply because I've been using Strong products for a while. I've been using Strong products since they only had fucking StimuMax.
Yeah.
And Support Max, and I've been using that for like I think about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I was using all their products, and Will, the athlete manager, he got in contact with me. I was sponsored by Overdrive at the time.
All right.
And he messaged me. He said, "Yo, man, like I know you use Strom's product. I never used to put them on my story or anything, just out of respect to Overdrive, you know, because he didn't want me to." I was like, "Sounds like I won't," but I like to be real, and I like people to know what I use, because if I use something and I think it's good, I want people to fucking use it because it's fucking good.
Yeah, if it deserves a plug, I'll do it. Like, for me, like, pros just don't care me do anything. Like, they haven't said anything ever. But I'm always sitting there like, I'll put, if I'm using a product, this is what I'm using, I'm showing you it. And if it deserves a plug, it deserves a plug. Like, and if it's banging and I think it's, and I rate it, fucking you, like, do you know what I mean? It deserves it.
And the thing is, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when you got like 7,500 followers on Instagram, it's not fucking hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
So those 7,500, they all interact with me. Like, all my followers are interactive followers, and they all listen to the shit that I have to say, and I want to give them good advice on supplementation, etc. You know?
Yeah.
I just don't want to throw
There's a lot of bogus pre-workouts. If you go on the website, I think to be honest, all the one I haven't seen in ages, because my feed's full of like decent products now, and I think that is taking over the industry. But especially when I first started training, there would be like ones I've never heard of, and it'd be like, and it would just be just stuff, just load of caffeine, and that was it.
It's shit.
You'd have like 1 gram of what's it called? It wouldn't be clinically dosed, like 1 gram of beta-alanine with citrulline, with like 1 gram of citrulline. It's not even clinically dosed. It's like, what is that?
I explained this to the guy who owns the gym where I train, and they got like this Cytec pre-workout, and it's shit. He's like, "Oh, that's a good pre-workout." I was like, "It's fucking shit." I was like,
"Read the back of it."
Open the StimuMax. I'm like, "Try this, motherfucker. There's a good fucking pre-workout for you." And then the next day, he's like, "I'm still off my tits."
Yes, that's how I was like. I remember the first time I got exposed to StimuMax, and this was probably about over 2 years ago. Like
when it was the cola flavor.
Yes, yeah. Was it like the cherry cola?
Yeah, it didn't have the DMHA in there then.
No, it didn't. And the guy who managed the gym that I was personal training, and I worked there, he met, I think it was Rich, at a mental health meeting. Okay. Then he got in contact. Then he started supplying the gym with it.
Right.
We went from having Cytec, like hot blood bullshit that was blue, that pissed me off every time I had it, because hot blood is red, right? Yes, and it's blue, so that really fucking annoyed me. Hot blood, blue, doesn't work. Anyway, tried StimuMax, and I tell you what, I'm quite stim sensitive as it is, right? I'm quite a little bit of a pussy when it comes to stims. And I tell you what, I blew my head off taking that shit. And my mate, and he's a really big guy, right? So he's like 30 stone, probably a bit lighter back then. He took it. He started a heart palpitation because he took like 3 scoops. He sat there, he was going, hey. So I was like, dude, you're all right. And he was like, that StimuMax don't fuck about. Like,
you know, may as well give him like 200 micrograms of Clen. He'd be better off.
But no, it was really powerful. And I remember taking that. And then the thing, because the other pre-workout that I used back then, because I didn't really use pre-workouts too much, like the ones that I get given more than anything, was that 5150 by Rich Piana.
Yeah. And
that was one that sort of blew my head off a little bit. That, you know, rest in peace back when he was alive. And then it's supposed to be, isn't it? He was called Rich, and Rich is called Strong. Maybe there's a correlation there. But no, anyway, he tried that. And then their products from then have just grew.
They're massive, man. Like, I mean, what
yeah, sorry. Yeah, we just got, this is a good product.
They sidetrack so much, though.
Yeah.
but basically, they approached me, said, "Look, we'd like to offer you an ambassador role because we understand you're sponsored by Overdrive.
Yeah.
We'll offer you an ambassador role if you won't mind. Basically, plug in the products you use that don't clash with Overdrive's product. Overdrive had 3 products at the time.
Yeah.
And this is nothing against Overdrive. I mean, they treated me extremely well, and I have no bad blood at all with them.
Yeah.
I think they sound as fuck, and I love all the team and everything. But I then relayed this back to Overdrive and said, look, this is the deal. It'd be saving me some money, because as an ambassador, I would get like a rate or whatnot. I was like, it'd be good for me. I use these products already, so on. And they were like, no, we can't do that. And I after a day, I just went, oh, well, I'm just going to have to leave Overdrive then,
Yeah.
Because, I was getting a pre-workout, a digestive enzyme, and ghrelin activator, and the EAA. That's all I was getting. And it didn't really seem viable for me to stay with them when Strong were offering me this ambassador role.
Yeah.
So I just said to look, really sorry, but if we can't work both of them together, which I think is a fair option, then I'm just going to have to leave Overdrive. And then I was an ambassador for Strom, and then I won the Body Power, and when I won the overall, they announced that they were making me a full-time sponsored athlete. So I was like, amazing, incredible, thank you very much.
But you got rewarded on your performance as well.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know what I mean? It's just hard, like you were talking about earlier on. Hard work, do you know what I mean? And believing in yourself pays off.
Definitely, mate. Well, like I say to people, this hasn't come out from a year. I've been training now for like 8 years.
You've been competing for 4.
Of course, I've been competing for 4 years, and I've been training for 8 years. So it's 8 years of building knowledge, building a base, putting time and effort into yourself. And now it starts to flourish,
Yeah.
Now this year has been the year where I've really started to see that all the work that I've put in over the years has really started to pay off big time.
Yeah.
It's big time for me, like the opportunities I'm having this year. I'm so grateful for.
Oh, Matt, and keep going. It's just going to get better for you. Do you know what I mean?
I think anyone could draw a bit of inspiration from this. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, I'm no better than anyone, mate. I'm literally just a kid that's fucking. Ever since I started training, I said to my man, I'm going to be a pro, and I stuck by that, and I genuinely believe that ever since I was like 6 months deep into the gym, and I haven't lost that dream, and it seems so far away then, and every year it just seems a little bit closer. But I just want to say to people, like, if anyone is watching this and they think that, I'm some fucking superior being because I'm winning shows and getting sponsorships and shit, it's nothing to do with that at all. I'm just willing to work harder than you. That's as simple as.
That's it. You're not just saying you're going to do it. You're taking the actions.
Of course, man.
That's the work.
If I'm told to eat dog shit all day and do 5 hours of cardio every 20 minutes, I'll try and make it happen.
Yeah, that's
impossible, but I would find a fucking way.
That's it. I remember someone told me that once. He said, I could tell you to eat dog shit and you'd do it. And I said, yeah, because I want to be the best.
Man, it's just, and it's self-belief, I think, is the key. Really believing in yourself. Like, I'm very fortunate. I have a support system around me that is like none other. Like, I've got my parents, I got my brother, I got my missus, I got my coach, I got friends.
Yeah.
They support me more than I could ever ask. But no one believes in me more than I do.
Yeah.
That is how it needs to be. You can't be, you can't walk around going, oh, I'll never be the next Flex Lewis because Flex is Flex and I'm me. But
yeah, that's it.
Next Lewis because Flex is Flex and you're you. But you can be the next fucking equivalent, but your own fucking version of it.
Exactly.
If you want it bad enough.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people like that. It's like, so you say, oh yeah, I want to be as big as Dorian Yates. And like, yeah, did you see Dorian when he was your age? And you're like, yeah, so fucking what? That doesn't matter. Like, and that's literally what I remember people telling me that. People saying, and people saying to me like, oh yeah, like ages ago, and oh yeah, I'd love to be like, that's where I'm going. That's what I want to do. Like, and I used to joke about it with my training partner, my old training partner. Anyway, he would tell me like to do more, like he'd basically like force reps. So he'd be like, "Come on, then, want to be better than Dorian? You want to be a bigger Dorian?" And he'd be like pushing me up because I'm like, do you know what I mean? That's the person I like, one of my role models. In that sort of size game, and yeah, like other people would be around and be like, yeah, Jim, and he was your age.
It's almost as if people look up to these people as like god figures.
Yeah.
Like they're some superior being. And the reality is everyone starts somewhere. And the only difference between the people who get to the very top and the people that don't, obviously in bodybuilding, genetics come into it. If you're if you're genetically not, you're not going to get.
If you're missing an arm, you're a bit.
Find something else, but you'll still be able to excel in something if you find it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But whether it's business, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's fucking football, whether it's playing chess, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you want to be the best, then just do everything that you can to make sure that happens.
Bang on. Hit the money on the nail on the head. I love that. I just want to talk. One thing is you're massive on, and something I'm massive on. I think you're massive anyway. You good president is posing.
All
right. This is because you said obviously you're a posing coach too, and this is something that obviously I had my mate Dyson, Paul Dyson. He come on and he talks about a little bit about posing because he's massive on it. And I just want to talk to you about posing because there's one thing that pisses me off more than anything is seeing someone go on their routine, doing their routine and hitting quarter turns.
Oh, mate.
Just doing quarter turn to the left or the right.
Yeah. I will. No, I have nothing against that. I'm not going to lie. Because some people generally cannot pose. I would much rather see someone doing quarters and mandatory poses to a song than just fucking a song up.
Okay, all right.
If someone generally doesn't have the ability or the want to do a pretty posing routine, that's fine. That's fine. But work on your fucking presentation when you're on stage at least against everyone else.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You got a good physique and you look like a bag of shit. Why? Because you're not showing it off. No, man, this is the truth. It's the truth. It's the harsh reality of this sport.
Yeah.
A massive factor of this sport is presentation. One of the reasons I beat people bigger than me, my presentation.
Yeah.
I'm always the smallest on stage. At class 3, I'm going to be the smallest on stage. At the universe, I'm going to be the smallest cunt on stage. Guaranteed. I'm like a stone heavier than the British, but I'm still going to be smaller because they're fucking big. They're mature guys.
Yeah.
But my presentation, no motherfucker's going to beat me on that. Because it's one of those things you just have to make sure you nail. You have to. If you want to present your best self, you have to work on it as hard as you work in the fucking gym when you're training lifting weights.
Fucking bang on.
It's bodybuilding. It's not just building muscle. It's bodybuilding. It's art. It's the presentation element of it is everything. I don't give a fuck how you look in the gym. I give a fuck how you look on stage. And if you can't show it off, what the fuck are you doing?
And then, bang on. Literally, it's nothing like for me when it comes to posing, like routine. Do you do this? So I'll be in the car and I'll be thinking, and I'll hear a song, and my first thought is if it's a song that could I pose to this song? I think like that in the car. I mean, it's not if it's like Metallica or something. It depends what mindset I'm in. If I'm about to go train, it may slip in there. Or I might be thinking about the lifts I'm doing, whatever. But however, do you sit there and you think and you're like, oh my God, I could post this song. This would be wicked.
The song comes on and I go, oh. I look at I'll be driving. And my miss will be in the car with me. And I'll be like, and the song will come on and I'll go, and she'll go, yeah, you could post this. I'm like, yeah,
I can pull this off.
But there's this thing as well. Like my posing practice is literally I'll put my Spotify on shuffle, and I'll just pose.
Really?
That's my posing practice, and that is why every routine I've done this year I've winged from start to finish, and they've all been pretty good routines.
Well, you haven't practiced any of your routines, like rehearsed them.
For the England, I bought my CD 5 minutes before registration. From Asda.
You had to bring CD?
Yeah. NABBA's old school, man.
This is NABBA. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought you said PCA. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. PCA, I chose my song and forgot about it backstage. Forgot what song I had. So didn't know what song I was until I stepped on stage. At my guest spot, which I did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just chose the song the day of the guest spot.
That's
and did
wicked.
a 2.5-minute routine.
That's a next 2.5-minute routine. Yeah. How long's your routine got to be for NABBA?
45 seconds.
Oh, that's well short.
It's well short. That's why I was so excited to do a guest spot, man, because I love posing so much.
Yeah, you never done that.
Fucking give me my time, cunt.
Was it knackering doing a 2.5-minute?
Fuck no, man. I loved it.
Was it? You didn't feel tired after? Feel like fucking hell, that was a lot of work.
No, man, because I hadn't done shit. Well, actually, I lie. I did an hour on the stairs before that.
Oh, all right.
I was sat in the in like the place where this show was, and I had time to kill. So I went to the guy who runs the show, and I went, "Oh mate, I got the universe in a couple of weeks. I got cardio to do, so I'm gonna go to Pure Gym. I'm gonna do an hour on the stairs. Just let me know if we need to speed things up, and I'll come back." And he was like, "You fucking serious?" I was like, "Yeah."
Come in all sweaty, like, "Yeah, ladies, douse me off and just tan me up, and I'll get on there."
Honest to God, man. But no, I just love posing, mate. I think it's the best part of bodybuilding.
Actually, I don't know. I love all of it, but one of the best things.
Of course, I love all of it, but this is the thing.
If I could pick my favorite thing, it'd be posing.
Like,
I don't know.
You know, you can lift weights and just be a gym rat or a guy that's got muscle, and you can get shredded and just be a guy that's shredded, and you can put tan on and just be a guy that's got tan on. But bodybuilding's about the presentation. Bodybuilding is about presenting yourself.
You can just put tan on.
You can put the fucking dream tan on, get in the budgie smugglers, and go to fucking Mallorca, and people won't look twice at you. They'll just be like, "Oh, it's just some tan."
Why has he got gold tan on?
He just likes being gold. That's it. You know, he's just a gold. But bodybuilding, the one thing that bodybuilding allows you to do, which the gym doesn't and your diet doesn't, is present your physique to an audience. Yeah. And presentation is the biggest element, but it's the one that is most overlooked because people think that, "Look at my biceps, how big they are." But you look on stage. So it frustrates me. It frustrates me, which is one of the reasons I started posing coaching, because I generally want to be one of the people that makes bodybuilding fucking pretty again.
Do you know what? I've actually thought about myself. I thought, like, I want to, if I can get to where I want to get to, I want to be known as someone, when he does a posing routine, you want to get up and you want to clap. You want to shout your head off. You want to be like, this is fire. Like, I like songs that are like, not so I come out to Sexual Healing. My routine at the do you know what I mean? Those that sound well British then. Those kind of songs that are just like absolute fire, and I don't care. Do you know what I mean? And I reckon if I add more muscle, I'd be able to pull it off. Like I listen to a song and I'll be like, yeah, I need to be quite big to pull this one off. So I'll just look cool. Like if I can do the splits, and be a mass monster, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Come in and hit like a nice split with a front double and be like little weak and be like, yeah, to a song. Like, oh, this guy's got some flavour.
The thing is, you can post to anything. You can post to anything. I've got routines to fucking Icon by Jaden Smith, which is like a very upbeat song.
Yeah.
And then I did a freestyle posing on my Instagram to fuck me, what's it called? Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. I did a freestyle to that, and it went like fucking viral, man.
That's wicked.
Like crazy, you know. It's like you can post to anything. If you can, do I say to people, they're like, "How can you wing a routine on stage?" Because I love music so much that if I know the song, I just flow with it.
Could you dance before?
I've done salsa.
Could you dance, like if the song just come on, you could just dance to it? You had rhythm.
Yeah.
You had rhythm before.
I
that plays a part into it.
I did martial arts for like 8 or 9 years.
That's crazy. I did martial arts too.
I think that's played a massive role though. And I've walked on my toes ever since I could walk, like genuinely up on my toes. So I think the transitioning from one pose to another on the ball on the tips of my toes is a lot easier because I'm used to being up here. Literally, like I walk like this.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice that. I haven't noticed it. I haven't seen you walk too much, though. That's the thing. Next time you see come out of stage, I'll try to look at the live feed. I'll be like, yeah, he's walking on his toes. Everyone's gonna be.
I don't tend to come up to you just to walk. Hey, Josh, watch me walk.
Yeah, but some people you pick up on that really quick. I knew a kid who had he had immaculate calves as well. He wasn't a bodybuilder, but his calves were fucking huge. And he was like, yeah, because of football. And I remember seeing him every time he walked, he did like a calf raise. And I'm like, not because of football, it's because you're fucking doing calf raises your whole entire life.
They're like, why is he bouncing?
Yeah.
Why does he bounce around? Why is he walking on his toes? Like he just does.
I'm gonna look for that. Look, on the weekend. No, I won't be at the show, but I'll be sitting there and I'll try and find a live stream, or I'll wait for you to put your routine up, and I'm going to see him like, I'll comment, I'll be like, yeah, walk on your toes. see how many people listen to this and they'll realise we've got this deep into this podcast and be like, yep, he's walking on his toes again.
Hey, you'll see it all the time now, mate.
Yes, now you said it, now I'll be trying to look for it. That's wicked. I think that's covered most of the posts. I actually do have a set of questions I ask everyone, but I haven't asked you a single one because we've just been getting straight into it because I had a lot to ask. I've already held you for an hour. When's meal time again? You ate a meal just before you come on, so.
Meals can wait, man. I am going to go for a piss though, so I'm going to.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go I'm going to get some water. If you listen to this podcast, Josh is just going to go for a piss, and I'm just going to go get myself some water. So we'll be back in a sec. Oh.
Yeah. No.
My headphones are wireless, so people may have heard me pissing.
I don't know. I went to go get a drink, so I didn't hear anything. I think they had some interference. It was like, because I think you were out of reach. I don't know.
Possibly.
All right, so have we covered everything? I don't know if there's anything that we didn't cover, but I'm pretty sure we've covered most things. So we do, because that question stemmed from. No, it didn't. We did talk about you making the transition into pretty much having like a full-time bodybuilding career. Well, everything's, even though you work, because I work I'm a duty manager.
Yeah.
At a sports training facility, and like teaching nutrition to kids, but it doesn't really affect me at all, to be honest. It's like I don't even work, if you know what I mean. So
yeah.
So we did cover that and how you got into that, etc. So that's what a lot of people like to hear, and that's what I like to get everyone to cover, regardless. Like I had George Osborne, and I got him to say about him when he worked when he was at uni, he was working at Tesco's. Do you know what I mean? And then he built up his coaching enough for him to be able to do it full time.
But I mean, to be honest with you, mate, like coaching and prepping can be more difficult in terms of just because you see everyone's done their check-ins, you genuinely don't really have, you don't have many clients for the day. No one's booked in. No one's really messaging you because everyone's sorted. Everyone does it. No one needs you. It's like, right. You go and run errands. You go and do whatever you got to do. But when you're working somewhere, those 8-9 hours of the day, they're already sorted.
Yeah, that's actually something I thought about. I think it's just like, if I get more clients, I could actually bin my job off. I was like, if I get a few more clients, I could do that. But I was like, would I need to? It's like, because what would I do? Because I can have my iPad here, I can send my invoices here, and I can do this here. I can coach while I work. And I'm sitting there, I was thinking, like, what would I don't know. And that's exactly what when I was talking to George, I was trying to let him know. And I would like people to know that it isn't, when your clients haven't all checked in and you are chasing up people and people are checking in, even though you say please try and check in before whatever time, whatever you set, or do you know what I mean? When you get people checking in at 11:30 at night, and you're like, oh my god, and it's like for fuck's sake, and you're going through it. It doesn't. The job doesn't stop as well.
And what it is as well, it can be difficult when you're genuinely like feeling really fucked.
Yeah.
And you know, you have to interact with people. You have to give them that same service. It's very difficult, man. You know, it can be difficult because as positive and as bubbly as you see me, and I do try to be like this as much as I can because I hate being negative. I don't see the point.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of my happy time, which should be all the time. But when you're not feeling this way and you are feeling like shit, you still got to work. You still got to do your job. You know,
you can't take a sick day. You can't take a holiday.
No, you can't.
Take holiday.
People are paying you for a service. You've got to provide that fucking service.
Too right.
And you know, and I will say that all my clients are very, very understanding, and I'm so thankful for that. I think it's because as well, you know, a lot of them, I push them hard to get the results that I want for them. And I think they can then go, fucking hell, that was hard.
Yeah.
I get you. You're 2 days out now. Mate, I'm not going to check in until next week because I fucking get it. I know exactly what the fuck you're feeling right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's awesome, man. But also this week I had 4 new clients. 2 at the beginning of the week and 2 were towards the end of the week. I was supposed to meet one yesterday and he cancelled on me for today. But today, you know, I'm like, I can't see you today, man. Yeah. So, you know, I got to push that back. I got to try to see someone tomorrow morning before I head up to fucking Bradford. I may have to push that back till next week. You got to manage everything depending on how you're feeling as well. Because if I did this podcast with you, and I was like this, I was just like, oh, how you feeling?
Feel like shit.
It'd be shit.
Yeah, I see what you mean. You got to have some upkeep. Right, let's get into this.
Lighten me.
Do you know what? I've kept you for so long. So let's wrap this up so you can crack on with the rest of the day. But I might need to get you on because we didn't even talk about your training style, dieting, etc. There's everything we talk about.
Hey, I'll come on again. I'll come on whenever. Like literally.
You're definitely bubbly. Yeah, wicked. I mean, definitely get you on again.
The thing is, I like talking, man. That's the problem, and I get carried away.
Do you know what? This is part of the reason why I started the podcast too, because I really like talking. But no, I think it might be a Josh thing. Everyone knows a Josh who could just talk for England, and it's just something I've been good at. Wales. Oh well, I can talk for England, then you can talk for Wales. Yeah, sorry about that. United Kingdom. Is that right? I don't know. I'm not really good at geography. I sat at the back of geography eating cookies. She was like, "You can sit there as long as you're quiet," and I was like, "Yeah." Sitting there, just smashing it. Back in the day where you'd have to eat like 10 cookies a day, and you'd be lean because you're doing so much sport. All right, let's go for your short-term goals. What are your short-term goals at the minute? So let's give me a 6-month period of what you're going to do.
Win the universe.
Win the universe.
In bodybuilding or in life?
It could be anything.
Okay. By June next year, I want to have a universe title. I'm doing a show in April, the Muscle Contest Island.
Ooh.
So I wanna win my class there. That's a pro qualifier, IFBB. The reason I'm doing this show is my coach is doing it, and it may be his last show, so it'd be fucking sick to do it together. But I want to win my class there, and I want a world title with a PCA. Those are my 3 bodybuilding goals for the next 6 months. Goals for myself is to keep building my business. Get more people on board that really want fucking results, and create a very, very strong team for the 2020 season.
Yeah.
So that I can take to shows and that are going to put the work in and are going to get the results. And just help transform people's lives, man. That's what I want. My goal in life is to help other people. Genuinely. to help people feel as fucking awesome as I do.
To give, actually, this is so weird. I spoke to one of the PTs at the gym earlier on the day, and I said to him, like, what I like to do, the whole idea of coaching is to give everyone a chance, and to give everyone, like, I think everyone, especially with the training style, give everyone a chance to train properly. Everyone to train, and like dilly dallying around, give people a chance to try and like do that, and that's what I like. The thing I like doing about it, especially stuff like, give everyone a chance to try and gather motor units in their body and keep themselves young. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
To get sedentary. Oh, I retired. Now I'm going to get sedentary, and I'm just going to atrophy and be a waste of space and get disease, and then. Do you know what I mean? When you could have prolonged that and carried on doing S&C and had a good time and cracked on and shed a few jokes while doing it, and especially even for the people who think they know everything and what they're doing, etc. You take them under your wing, and they're like, "Fucking hell! It's the best I've ever felt, the best I've ever looked." Give everyone that chance, and that's bang on. I love that approach.
Totally, man. Honestly, I just want everyone to feel as amazing as I do. Literally. I love my life.
Yeah.
I love everything I do, and everything I do is to make sure my life is better. It's as simple as that. And I just want everyone to realize that it's all in your control. That's what I want.
That's fucking bang on, yeah. Amen to that. If you've got a drink, hold your drink up, but I'm not drinking alcohol. Let's go long-term goals. Long-term goals, bodybuilding life, whatever.
5 years max, Olympia.
Yes! Any other goal, or is it that pretty much sums everything, doesn't it?
Family, build a family with my beautiful wife to be.
Have
a successful business that sees me a good lifestyle, and have had a massive impact on thousands and thousands of people. A very positive impact. Yeah. I don't want it to be all about me. I want to make it about everyone else. I have my selfish goal is to have an incredible lifestyle for myself and my family. Live in a nice house, nothing too fancy. Have a nice car and be able to afford a good lifestyle.
Yeah.
A couple of holidays a year if I need them, and to be an Olympian. But my main goal is to generally just impact as many people as I can before I fucking die.
Too right. Amen to that too. And then the last one is, as you know, we'll do a couple of more, but you pretty much just said your strategy of your dream. How are you going to achieve that? What are you going to do? What's your plan put in place?
Once I've won the universe, if it's this year, then my focus then is to get better until I'm worthy of a pro card.
It's awesome. Too fucking right. Those pro qualifiers ain't cheap.
They aren't, mate. That's the thing, man. I see people who are really shit doing like two-bro shows, and
expendable income.
It's like, bro, it's like a fraction of the price to compete with PCA.
Yeah.
Don't be a sheep. You're shit. Don't be a sheep. Go and do the fucking the cheaper shows.
Well, also, it's not like PCA is a bad standard.
It's awesome.
Look at the standard of the PCA.
Bro, the standard of PCA. The standard PCA this year was better than most two-bro shows.
I mean, and the standard of each year is progressively just getting higher. It's getting more and more and more competitive.
Across the board in the UK, the standard is incredible.
Yeah.
In all federations.
Yeah, especially, I mean, some of the English pros come in now as well. They're like, what I want is like, if I ever get there, is to have the English team rock up and be like, sort of feared by the other countries, like, oh fuck, these guys.
Hey,
they don't have nice weather, they don't have nice beaches, they're just fucking there to lift weights and get you.
It's happening, mate.
That's what I want to see. Just come in like with Metallica on, walking through that, like, yeah, like a scene out of Zombieland, just walking in. They're like, yeah, this is it. That's what I envisioned in my head. All right, let's go. Who are your top favorite bodybuilders? And then we're going to go, we'll stop, and then we'll go top favorite amateur bodybuilders. So we'll go top favorite bodybuilders of all time. Just hit me, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Flex Lewis.
Obviously.
Flex Lewis, Sean Ray.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking love Sean Ray, man.
How tall are you again?
Short.
You sure? I don't remember you being
I'm
that
five
short.
5'7".
Oh yeah, you're like you're a tall class 3.
I'm 171. I think 173 is the cutoff, or
Yeah.
172, or
Oh, is it?
yeah.
I remember. I've only recently looked at the classes because obviously I'm 5'9" in a bit, so I'd be class 2. And I remember thinking, I was like, oh fuck, I've got to put a lot of size on to compete with some of these boys. I got
Yeah,
a bit of size on since.
you put some size on them, mate.
Yeah. I mean, me and Jordan, we're working on it. We're trying to push me to a really tidy 100 kilos. So I reckon next year is going to be off season as well, which I'm happily to do, which was the original plan. As I'm young, I'll be 24 next year then, and then be moving on and compete again when I'm 25 with a completely different person. Be like, is that same kid who rocked in with purple trunks to sexual healing? It is! It is him!
Hey,
what a guy!
make it fucking happen, man.
And that's it.
Stopping you.
Exactly. I like you. I'm loving my life. I'm just cracking on with everything and just hitting everything every day and just happy. All right, and then what's your top favorite amateur bodybuilder? It doesn't need necessarily to be like everybody is bodybuilders.
Me.
I mean, when you click on Instagram, like who's motivating you? Or you see and you go, oh yes. No one.
Not really. Like, I mean, Andy Scott probably.
Yeah, I think he's everyone's favorite at the minute.
Andy Scott has cleaned up this year. He's exceptional. I mean, he's an awesome guy. You got Andy Scott, you got Jack Brooker.
Yes.
Unreal. They're both doing the universe, class 1, class 2, and then I'm doing class 3. Thanks. Fuck.
How tall is Andy? Is he really tall?
Andy's like 5'11".
Is he? Because he's in class 1, isn't he? And I'm like,
yeah.
Class 1 could be guys who are like 5'10" and above, right? Am I correct?
He's like 5'10", 5'11".
So he's not that at all. Because I'm like, I see these, and I'm sitting there like they could be against someone like Jamie Johal, or like Josh Malley. He would be class 1, wouldn't he?
Josh Malley's awesome.
He's a pro, but I mean, he's like fucking 7 foot tall and 7 foot wide, and they're like anomalies to the
6'7", I think he is. But yeah, I think of amateurs.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like everyone I've stepped on stage with this year, I look up to in some way. You know, they're all older than me. They're all exceptional bodybuilders. And I generally have so much respect for them all.
Mm.
So I'm just really thankful that I can like be on stage with them and share the stage with them. Like my biggest fanboy moment of this whole year was the overall with Andy Scott.
I bet you two look good though. Like that pose of you both together. I mean, did you practice that pose at all before you done it?
No, I've done it many times.
Oh, you've done it many times.
But for the overall shot, the photo, they moved me to the center next to him. And that was my fanboy moment there, man. I was like, oh my God.
You're both doing that pose. You remember like, boom! Oh, fuck my chest.
They were like, all right, everyone get together for the photo. And they were like, oh, number 269, please switch places with. And I'm like, wait, okay, fuck yeah. I had the next Andy, and I was like,
yeah,
man. So I think he's probably my biggest sort of inspiration in amateur bodybuilding at the moment. But aside from him, me, like genuinely, I mean that. I don't like to compare myself to people. I just like to keep on bettering myself, you know. Yeah. And I look at where I've been, and I'm like, better.
I think I started doing that. I looked at a photo of myself and I actually put it up of where I was when I started my off season.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, fuck. I'm actually like, because I put one up when I just started training, and that's like ridiculous. And then I thought to myself, that's a really bad representation to put up and say, this is this work, blah, blah. I mean, it is. But if you just look at that photo, you're not going to see all the work I've done leading up to that moment. And then, or like most people, I don't know if people do, but might not read the fucking caption that was like 10 million words long. And I'm like, so I put this one up, and that's when I looked at it, and I actually said to my miss, I was like, fucking hell. I was like, I've grown a bit, haven't I?
Mate, but that's the thing. That's what motivates me. It's like, that's exactly how I've been this year.
Yeah.
Every time I've been getting better, I've just been looking and going, fucking hell. Like, I put some photos up today, and it's generally the first time I've looked at myself and thought,
I look good in some pants.
Fucking hell. Like, that's awesome. You know, I just generally thought to myself, that's fucking awesome. I'm proud of that shit.
Fucking, you gotta be, man.
You have to.
Yeah, definitely, 110%. Anyway, I don't hold you for any more time. It's almost coming up to mealtime for, I think, almost for both of us. Cheers for coming on, man. I definitely need to get you back on, man. Definitely, we talk about training style, and maybe after you've done had your holiday and stuff. And
yeah, well, I've got the uni obviously in 2 days, and then I've got a week then before I go on holiday to the Caribbean for 10 nights.
Yeah! Whereabouts are you going in the Caribbean?
Dominican.
Oh, nice, mate.
Punta Cana.
I don't know all I know is where St. Lucia is. That's where my missus is from. So
John Lofthouse just came back from exactly where I'm going in the same resort.
Oh, nice!
And he said it's fucking incredible. So I'm very much excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm more excited than for food to genuinely just chill with my missus with no one else around me.
Yeah, just to have that hot weather, I guess. I'd be excited for that.
Not even that, just to give back to her, man.
Yeah.
She suffered this prep with me, do you know what I mean?
Such a nice guy, man. He's so awful. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm forgetting to take the washing out and shit. She and your fucking... My missus best not listen to this one.
Bro, before I came on here, she was fucking shaving my ass crack. She was literally... She had my cheek spread. She had my fucking cheek spread with my Philips One Blade.
Yes, Philips! Oh, no.
The godsend, man.
The things they do for us, eh? Jeez. All right, man. Cheers for coming on. Until the next one,
me, brother.
Good luck in the universe. Good luck this weekend. I'll be watching you. All right, buddy.
Take care, motherfuckers.
Oh fuck! I don't know how to fucking stop recording it. Don't tell me none of that recorded. Where is the record button? Oh, you're fucking joking. Hold on. If not, we'll have to do it after. We'll have to wait for you to come back. It doesn't say stop recording, or am I a retard?
I can't see it. I'm not recording, so I don't know.
Does it not? It's just starting to recording. Bear with me. Anyway, I'll message you. If it hasn't gone, we'll wait for you to come back on holiday or whatever.
Yeah, I'll come back on later if you need me to.
Yeah.
Like today, my orders today are literally do nothing. Don't leave the house. Don't do any steps. Don't fuck up. Don't do nothing. Just eat, shave, tan, and sleep.
All right. Let me work it out, and then I'll give you a message. All right, buddy.
All right, brother. No drama at all.
See you later, buddy.
Take care, bro.